Today on Schroeder TV, we'll be reviewing our BDFC, or the bulk diesel fuel filtration cart. The BDFC is one of Schroeder Industries' many filtration carts that we have to offer. The BDFC is known for its exceptional particulate as well as water removal efficiency in a single pass. The BDFC is ideal for maintenance managers in dealing with bulk fuel transfer as well as kidney loop filtration of bulk fuel tanks. The BDFC is ideal for markets including agriculture, industrial equipment, mobile machinery, mining equipment, power generation, and other bulk fuel transfer applications. The BDFC is really ideal for protecting today's Tier 4 high-pressure common rail systems when dealing with today's mobile equipment and bulk fuel transfer needs into fleet applications. At the heart of the BDFC is our high-efficiency 3 or 1 micron particulate filter, as well as our ICF, which you may recognize from our fuels catalog as our high-efficiency single-pass water removal filter using coalescing technology. Supplying our premium filtration solution is our 14 gallon per minute pump motor group, which is powered by a 115 volt single phase motor, which allows you to plug into any single source outlet at 115 volts while operating at a continuous duty. This allows you to operate the pump motor group without interruption for bulk fuel transfer, for fleet fueling, as well as kidney looping throughout a day's shift. The cart itself is 22 inches wide, ideal for fitting through standard 30-inch doorways to allow for use in indoor applications where you may need to reach a genset bulk tank or belly tank for fuel polishing. The BDFC is supplied with 10-foot hoses and 3-foot wands to ensure that the application does not have to be questioned when you're pulling vertically the full height of the hose unprimed. This unit comes standard with our particulate and coalescing filter included, with the option of an added water and fuel sight glass in the sump of the coalescer, an optional magnetic suction strainer, as well as the optional dispensing nozzle with fuel totalizer counter. Before we start using and operating the BDFC, I recommend that you adhere to all safety guidelines that are found within the user's manual that's supplied with the BDFC. In this case, you can see I'm wearing my safety glasses, as well as using safety gloves to protect and minimize the contact with the diesel fuel. First, what we'll do is remove the discharge hose from the BDFC itself. And we'll insert the discharge hose into the reservoir or tank that we'll be planning to polish or dispense from. Next, we'll take the dispensing or the outlet hose when installing the suction and discharge hoses, ensure to use opposite ports within the reservoir or tank. If you're stuck with using just a single port for access for your suction and discharge hoses, be sure to cross the wand so that you get a good mixing of the fuel within your tank or reservoir. With the wands in place, we want to double check the piece of equipment to make sure that all the valves are closed, like our sump drain valve. We also want to make sure that the hoses are in place, all valves are closed, and now we can proceed with plugging in the BDFC into our power supply. With the BDFC now plugged in, we can turn the unit on by flipping the toggle switch located on the motor. With the BDFC now running, be sure to check the suction hoses and the discharge hoses for any signs of air pockets, air bubbles, or any leaks, because that could be an indication of a loose fitting. While the system's in operation, be sure to check the sump level of the water periodically. With the optional sight glass, you can check the sight level visually, or without the sight glass, you simply periodically drain the collected sump water and fuel mixture into a collection container. Be sure to dispose of the water collected from the ICF sump in accordance with your local environmental regulations. As the unit's running, be sure to turn your tank recommended 3 to 6 turns in order to get full water and particulate removal of the reservoir. Once you've achieved 3 to 6 turns of the reservoir, you can turn off the unit, drain the hoses, and store it for use later. If you're going to use the dispensing nozzle option, which we have on our cart today, simply install the cart as shown here, as we did for a fuel polishing application. Turn the unit on and ensure all the air is bled through the system. And then you can begin by just grabbing the dispensing nozzle, putting it into your container of choice, and squeezing the nozzle. The unit contains a flow meter and totalizer to measure the total gallons dispensed. In this case, this is ideal for dispensing into mobile containers for fueling equipment off-site, or fueling containers or for fueling mobile equipment on-site. The dispensing hose is equipped with an automatic shut-off for the safety and prevention of overfueling and spilling of fuel. There are a few things to consider to get the most out of your BDFC. For one, the BDFC is designed for fuel transfer and fuel polishing operations. If you have issues with microbial bloom or a neglected tank that has a lot of sediment and rust built into the bottom of the tank, you want to use a tank cleaning service, as well as what we have in our fuels catalog, as well as our webpage, is the BDC, or bulk diesel cart, which contains some upstream filtration which allows for gross contaminant removal and bulk fuel filtration for tank cleaning purposes. Once the tank is clean, the BDFC is certainly capable of maintaining fluid cleanliness and water content of already previously cleaned tanks. When operating the BDFC, be sure to check the visual pop-up indicator on the particulate element. When the element's indicator turns from green to red, that is a good sign that you need to replace the particulate element upstream. If maintained properly when the indicator signals, you'll protect the downstream coalescing element and ensure that the element life will last anywhere from 6 months to a year, reducing the overall operating cost of the system, making this an extremely affordable way to protect your fleet and your equipment. I hope you've enjoyed our demonstration on the BDFC, our bulk diesel fuel filtration cart here at Schroeder TV. If you should have any questions, please feel free to contact us at fuelfiltrationmanager@schroederindustries.com. Please click on the link found in the description below to view our website so you can find our catalog for all of our Schroeder Industries products. Whether it be a helpful how-to or a new product release, Schroeder Industries is your place for fluid filtration. Subscribe today.